Why should I make a commitment before starting the Loving Parent Guidebook? Welcome to my sixth and final video in my video series explaining the Loving Parent Guidebook. This series explains the who, what, how, when, where, and now why of the Loving Parent Guidebook. I'm Ken Francis, California licensed marriage and family therapist, and welcome to my video series. In this video, I would like to talk about how it's important to make a commitment to do this work. First of all, be in a stable place in your recovery before you start this work. This is not something that you start right out of the gate. You need to have coping tools to keep yourself stable. You need to have a support system, you need to have structure, you need to have a safety net. If you're somebody who's prone to depression or anxiety and you start this without having the proper coping tools, you might find yourself bleeding to death. And it's really important when you do this work that you finish what you start. And it can get tough at times, and this is where you need to be stable to have the tools to get you through the rough patches. And as far as the rough patches go, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to pace yourself. That's really what this is all about. It's about learning how to be your own loving parent, which being your own loving parent means when things get tough, you love and you nurture yourself. Many adult children have difficulty finishing what they start. And early ACA literature about common traits of an adult child talked about difficulty finishing what we start. And I think this still holds true today for many of us. We make a commitment because our critical parent might step in and say, "This is a waste of time." Or our rebellious teenager might step up to the plate and say, "This is stupid. I am not doing this." Or our inner child might say, "This is too much, too soon, hurts too much, and I'm not willing to be this vulnerable." Commitments are good. They help keep us accountable. If we make a service commitment at a meeting, we're being accountable to other people. Commitments are good. And when we make a commitment to the Loving Parent Guidebook in finishing what we start, we're making a commitment to ourselves. And by doing so, we are becoming our own loving parent. Pacing is important because there might be times when we're moving a little bit too fast and we want to put on the brakes and give up. And how many of us have patterns of giving up when things get rough? Instead of giving up, reach out and use your tools. Take a break, nurture and love yourself. And when you feel stable again, pick up the book and resume the work. The rewards are worth it. By becoming your own loving parent, you let go of many, if not all, of the laundry list traits. Some of you might be resisting my use of the word should. Not all shoulds are cognitive distortions or means of being controlled. Some shoulds actually help us out. I should look both ways before I cross the street. I should probably concentrate, slow down, and most importantly, hold on. I should take my medications as prescribed. When I'm packing for a kayak camping trip in the Florida swamps, I probably should pack insect repellent. And I probably should get a haircut. We have covered the who, what, when, where, how, and why of the Loving Parent Guidebook. I hope these videos have been helpful and that you've gathered some tidbit of information to help you in your journey of recovery. And if so, please share these with other people who could also benefit, and for the adult child who still suffers. This is going to be the last video in this series on the Loving Parent Guidebook, but I probably will return and do other videos on the guidebook in the near future. And if anybody has any questions or topics they would like me to cover, please let me know in the comments section of the video. I'm Ken, and as always, thank you for watching.